What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be looking at a hand history from Frank. He played the 150 Saturday Secret KO and took second place. So let's see how he did it.
It's a secret.
Oh, and I think it's worth to mention it was 6 days after my last mystery second
Oh,
place.
Oh, soft brag.
And at this
Soft brag.
place, I haven't run. I didn't run sims between those two runs. So yeah,
Right.
Wow, that got easy. What
I
do you
don't
do
think you need
versus
a
if it's
sim.
just button?
If it's just button,
This
Yeah,
sucks.
like raise, fold, fold.
you probably call. You can make Broadway, you can make strong, you can make a royal flush.
I
All the
feel it's like
goodies.
very cuspy.
I
Wow.
don't know. Suited stuff.
I would call too.
You'd fold queen nine suited.
I think
But
you
off
fold
queen
your
10.
nines. I think you're right, Lewis.
You fold ace queen off, you call with your suited stuff.
Sounds good. Four bet king 10 suited maybe. Too gappy.
There you go. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I like it.
Easy fold. Okay, so this is under the gun, king seven. This is, oh, you're seven-handed though. I was gonna say, this is pretty close to the floor, I think.
Yeah.
Seven-handed, I think it's good. I think it's good either way.
I mean, good. Oh, you don't bluff the turn. Interesting.
Yeah, I think you
probably
should
gonna-
bluff turn, right?
Probably gonna open like a little bit of king six and king five as well.
Mhm. You probably, if it goes check, check flop and you pick up equity on the turn like this, you probably do wanna take a little stabber, you know? Just give him a little
could
pokey.
be.
I would
Yeah.
go a little bigger, like I don't know, either 60 or 80 on the turn, I think. Or overbet even. Could be a thing after check check.
I doubt it's gonna overbet with a mono flop, but maybe.
It's like 9 high and the turn's the 8 though. It's kind of begging for a larger size, I feel like. But not so much.
Probably.
There's 50 and 80.
I could see a little PSB coming in hot. A little B80.
Did someone say larger sizing?
Alex enters the chat.
What up?
Little big, mostly small.
Looks like Danny's right with the 56.
It doesn't really matter as long as you're betting. I think the important takeaway is like, if it goes check, check, you pick up a little bit of equity, put a chip or two in the pot.
Can
see
you
what
show
happens.
the global strategy in that node, Louis? Just open up that turn node.
How many dogs do you have with you, Danny?
Sorry, the coffee's brewing if you hear some weird background noise.
This is your coffee machine. I'd consider changing it. How is you? What are you asking? All getting distracted by your
The
infernal.
neighbor's got some Rottweilers going crazy.
It's funny. It sounds like dogs. I'll have to listen back to the recording.
It is pretty funny.
Still checking 75% of range. Like this deep stack, we're always driven by flush equity.
Yeah.
This is the most frequent bet though in the whole
Yeah,
range.
it would have been a good one.
It's because it has equity to improve with the six.
Yeah, and it's like bottom of our opens.
Yeah.
No,
Do
I do
we
have a sim for
defend?
this one.
I was gonna say, this feels pretty close to a defend. It's multi-way, so it gets a little goofy, I think, though.
I
Oh,
tend
I
to
just hit a,
fold. I tend to fold these spots even though it's a small bet.
wow, I just hit a royal flush.
Yeah, this is an early position better who bet into two people out of position to one. Like this range screams strength, but
Yeah,
our hand
yeah.
some deep stack properties that want to continue.
Where
You
can I
can
get this in?
fold or call here. I think we're pretty indifferent.
Is there a post and a thread?
Okay, I will create one because sim is ready. It will be in the solver channel.
Solver channel, let's see
So-
what. he's
I'm
got.
sweating now.
Why are you sweating?
That's funny, like
Gotta find that.
ace nine, which has a more pure draw, and queen nine, which has better equity to the straight, might be more inclined to call here than king nine.
Here, I know you're navigationally challenged. Oh, you found it, good. I was gonna grab it for you. Did you get it?
Did you call me navigation challenge?
You're also
think I'm
verbally
saying-
challenged,
You're
apparently.
not great with the Discord search bar, is all he means.
Yeah,
Thank you, Danny. Now, strategy wise, this is
EP.
us,
No.
not us. Yes, it is us. No, we check. Okay, so it's in. So he should be betting that kind of range. That's range for him.
okay.
So it's not range check.
No.
And after we check and he bets. This is the button strategy.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. Yeah, this raising in position stuff, I don't do a lot of. I should probably get better at it.
And then,
Well, it's not much, right? Like
It's
bottom
not a huge
sets,
part of the,
top
it's not a
two.
huge part of the strategy. It's not.
so this would be the button if it checks to him.
If it
Yes.
checks to him,
Yeah,
okay. And
Lots
we
of
can see
stabbing.
king nine is just like, is that raising full frequency?
that's for
No,
the,
it's betting.
That's betting.
that's for the button. So the
Sorry,
bu-
sorry. I see what's going on. So he's stabbing. You're saying if it goes check. Got it.
Check, he's gonna stab a ton.
So what was the line in game here? Did
It went
UTG
bet
bet?
folds, I think.
Yes.
And then our king nine suited here. Facing the bet. Is folding.
Yeah.
Right,
fold.
so it's only
Yeah.
calling with diamonds.
Yes.
You can see the
Even
worst
king
one.
10 is folded as well.
Queen nine suited here calls because it has better equity with the straight out. And ace nine suited wants to call a little bit more than king nine.
Right, looks like king ten's actually starting to come in a little bit. Is that what we're seeing there?
It's just
I see
diamonds, right?
opened. Let me see.
It looks like a smidge
Um,
more than king nine, so it's
Yeah,
probably
that's.
starting to mix the clubs.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Danny. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still mostly fold. That's significantly less
yeah.
than half.
Yeah. Could we compare this exact screenshot to the heads up defense range in this spot?
you're looking at the button now.
Ooh. Oh, he's
We are?
looking at button. Oh. That's,
Awkward.
that's,
Check, bet, call, okay? And where is our, our,
It's below, right? I posted all of it. No?
no? Still missing our response against the bet.
Yeah,
big
you
blind
didn't.
versus
I
EP
thought
bet.
that was
Big
it.
blind versus EP bet is
Yeah,
what
you
you
haven't
have it
posted
labeled
it,
as.
Frank.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Okay. Hmm.
mislabeled here, Frank.
Yeah. Louis grabbed the
Yes.
right one according to label.
Okay. Ah, nice. Okay. Okay. Now it's
Okay, this is much different. So it looks like it's just, raise or
Yeah.
fold. And I'm assuming that's only diamonds.
yes, just diamonds.
And looking at the node, it is bet player 2, fold player 3, call player 1. Okay.
No,
Oh, that's strange. Raise or like you just raise the flush draw every time.
And it looks like king jack, which is top pair, is just playing call. Okay. Yeah, the high-low combos like king four, king five. You can start calling some of that stuff.
So probably like a deuce with a flush draw, wants to raise a little bit.
Deuce with a flush draw looks pure call.
Well, what do you think?
Unless you have 10 deuce.
Um,
10 deuce is raising.
5 deuce, 10 deuce.
5 deuce. The higher ones seem to be,
There's a couple, right? Maybe a
Queen
little.
Yeah, there's
10. Look at this gut shot or Queen 10 off with a diamond. That's a spicy one.
it's a bit of the strategy.
Yeah.
Alright, it's an interesting one.
Probably supposed to call.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to continue.
Probably supposed
Uh,
to lead here, no?
You could lead, I think, but I don't know if you
Yeah.
wanna lead with this hand is the thing.
yeah, that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Hand might be too good because it might win if it goes check, 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 check.
He's not folding better is the other thing. Like if he has ace, king and you lead small, he's just not letting go. Ace, queen, probably not letting go.
Yeah, you're still over 62, so
Yeah, so it is leading plenty,
With this
Gonna
combo,
lead, but it's gonna lead with a bit of everything, I think. No.
even with this.
I mean, it's just a range lead pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean you can see ace 10 is the hand that like is checking 70% there, right? So like this is pretty cuspy if you're finding it.
Right. So that concept we were just thinking about, like, you're not really getting too much better to start folding. It's kind of strong enough to show down. That does apply, and that's driving the entirety of the checking range in this sim.
A good lead spot.
Yeah, it
The thing
is.
is, if you lead that, you're probably just checking on the river almost every
No,
card.
That's
right?
okay. That's okay, Louis, because you get to realize all your equity with that combo, on 5 cards, and you don't have to face a polar turn bet and fold your equity.
You still might
Freeze.
fold the best hand on the river, but that's okay.
It is. You also have some small lines that you can take and just, you know,
so I
get
think
there.
this is an all-in. What do you guys say?
Galen, I'll end up leading turn and then convincing myself to bluff catch ace high and lose the max.
Then you should just fold. I don't know, man. This seems
I think
crazy.
I just fold here,
Why would
man.
you not fold? Why would you not fold here?
Because it's a PKO?
No, it's not.
No.
It's
It's not a
mystery.
PKO. It's a
Oh,
secret
it's
KO.
mystery, that's right.
Yeah. Starting to get priced in though here, right? It's 10 to win
Uh,
19.
Mystery, I don't know, at this level, probably.
Fold.
Fold, bro. What do you mean you don't know? It's vanilla.
Yeah, I don't think it's close. I think it's just a snap fold. Like the cutoff is just gonna have better hands here a lot of the time, almost all of the time.
Wait,
It's okay, he has aces, and the other guy has sevens.
you guys really think it's a fold? Not close, like, the only one thinking it could be closer than, you know.
No,
Throw it
I
in the
think
machine, Louis.
I think it's pretty reasonable if the cutoff is as hard capped as the cutoff is here.
So what do we need here? Like,
Oh, man, we're reaching now. Start with Chippy V.
well, it's super asymmetrical, right? It's 50 and then he jumps.
Okay, we can look here.
I guess you're right. You're right.
Try to
Yeah.
find a short guy somewhere.
So we need what?
Let's see. Let's see what
Small
Martin
blind with
says.
I mean, the
Find that
guy's not
using.
rejamming deuces, so we never dominate him. We get a ton of overlay, but then there's still cutoff can have sevens, eights, nines, and overcall again, right? And we're
That's
super
my
screwed.
problem, Danny. That's
Yeah.
my problem. That's what I'm really concerned about. Martin says, I find that using turn leads after the board pairing often results in a polarized response and in position will often in position raise or shove. Might be cognitive bias on my part. I think people, just over respond sometimes. It's kinda like using a limp strategy. It's like waving a red cape in front of a bull. People just, you know. They perceive it as something. That's
You
why I
know,
think
using
there's
the word.
a lot of EV in using some of those kind of, non-traditional strategies, you know? Breaking the game flow.
Alright,
You
so
want to limp on the button.
in this arrangement, it would be a fold for 16. If you got. But it's
And
really close. I think it's really close.
look at the guy's call range. What's the other call range? What's the button's call range is what we're kinda like wanting to look at. Yeah, so
him
this
Only three.
guy's got full frequency sevens, sixes, fives, fours. He's got some eights in there. Like I would probably argue like sometimes people have more eights and nines even. So it's probably even worse.
Does he call it with rejam though? Like, they also overfold that range too.
Maybe on the bottom end, it probably moves up a pip. I would agree, Pete. Like maybe they just say, I'm gonna fold fours, but they're populated with nines.
He flats with ace six off there.
Yeah, it's
When I see
noteworthy.
that, I'm shoving threes pure next time.
Yeah, dude, what is that? That's a mark.
Yeah.
Pretty easy fold, I think, here. Very strong lines, EP flat and small blind squeeze.
Next time he calls you off with fours, Pete.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck to him.
Maybe I would call here.
Louis got deuced yesterday.
Oh no, Louis overplaying pairs. I think folds here is good.
I kind of agree with Lewis. I feel like
SPR is
it's
going to be like 2.5. That's not really enough to set mine.
you're gonna be out of position to like
Hmm.
everyone.
Yeah, it's tough though, because this is the type of hand where you still have access to 100 big blinds. Right?
Hmm.
This is the type of hand where it's very easy to play post flop. It's fit or fold. It's flop a set or get out. And when you flop a set here, because the stack to pot ratio is going to be reduced, you can play for 100 big blinds here a lot.
I mean, you can make the same argument for like a hand like 6-7. Would you be calling 6-7 here the same as sixes?
No, because sixes is easier to fit or fold than 6-7, which might have to call with
I think we need to be closing the action here. I think that's
think
the
you should.
deciding factor. Like, because
think
there's
so
this guy
too.
left behind us, I'm gonna fold. But if we were closing action here, I think it's like just barely good enough. Even though we put in 6.5 more chips off our 50, I think it's still good enough. Like Pete's saying, for a little gamble. But with this guy still behind, he can back jam, and I don't know how often he'll do it. But like, the fact that it will happen once in a blue moon might be enough to make us fold.
You're not gonna find something here, Louis, like, because these sims aren't run deep enough, I don't think. And
No,
like,
it should.
they do weird stuff with the middling ranges. Like, if you really wanted a solution here, you would need an HRC sim, and you would need an HRC sim with a lot of inputs ran down pretty, pretty far.
The guy also cold called a free bet out of position, which just isn't a thing.
So say the cold caller wasn't there, it would be. Majority
It would,
fold.
I mean, you
Then
could
but
call that solver
look at
noise.
low jack range here, Louis. Look at
Yeah.
low jack range after we fold. If you're closing
Yeah.
action, you can get away with it.
See, this is what Danny's saying.
Okay, makes sense.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, good argument.
Yeah,
You
don't
keep
overplay
the
a
action,
small
you could
pairs.
call now, it's too tricky with this guy because he can reach him, I guess.
People don't protect their range here well enough.
Ooh,
does
but it
it.
happened.
It
Except
happened.
for this guy.
Good fold, Frank.
What's he got? Queens? Yep.
Yeah, let those queens,
Louis-
baby.
Louis knew it. Oh, but Queen's
But
got.
look at what happened to queens.
The cold caller came back to get him.
Do you
Yeah.
know why I know this is Queens? Because I got fucking back jammed on in a tournament deep, and the guy had Queens against my tens.
Protect your range. let those
Sad.
queens.
don't think we're strong enough to squeeze versus this arrangement.
I-
I think
I
I
would-
would call though.
I like
Yeah,
squeezing a little bit.
its performs better as calling. It's like
I
close
think
to
it's
zero EV anyway.
I think it's a much better call. Like, if you're gonna squeeze an EP open here, you kinda need to make a ton of strong 5 card hands.
You need an ace, you think, if you want to squeeze bluff against
I think
DP?
you need suited
Two high
combos.
cards, yeah, suited.
King jack
Yeah.
suited is gonna perform way better than king queen off.
You could if you wanna.
Yeah, I thought it'd be in there, like as a
You can
bluff.
you can fold as much as you
Yeah.
squeeze.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could do anything here, other than jam. Notice king queen suited was jamming for 50. And what else was? Ace king, jacks.
Whenever you do squeezing, you have the 3 components of value.
Does it have
Best offsuit
everything
aces, your
close
strong
to
pairs,
best?
and then your bluffs are gonna come from your suited broadways.
I think this is an easy complete. Oh, do you lead here? Okay,
Do we
Do you
have a
guys
sim
ever-
or 5-way, 4-way here?
I like leading here.
Yeah, I consider it.
Okay. Can we have a sim?
No.
No, just remove one of the players then. Just wanna see if we can lead sometimes or if it's a bad.
You can
Um,
pull up
in
GTO if you
freeway,
were curious
yes,
about
in freeway
3.
you can lead in this spot.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to lead this? The same concept
Okay.
applies.
Maybe-
If
maybe
four-way
we could.
becomes too much, like they have too much sets in range now, like one of the two flatters will,
Oh, so
You
I
know,
see what
they
you're saying,
kinda-
Danny. Maybe with the
yeah.
extra flatter, it starts becoming too concentrated with middling strength hands that continue and
potentially.
just traps and things. I don't know, that's interesting. I haven't really thought about the implications of leading 4 ways versus 3 ways. First,
Pre-flop, could you ever close your eyes and just go in?
Maybe.
Like,
Now we lead.
Yeah, it's the right combo, right? Or do you not do ace five? I think you can, Lewis. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like a mixed frequency thing. I don't think I'd do it every time.
Yeah.
so what did you bet? You bet 6 or something?
Yeah, 1/3.
You could probably go
Yeah.
smaller, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, sure.
Now
Yeah.
you can just put it in.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's not a jam somehow? Okay.
With 32 in the
mind.
middle, I would be surprised.
I mean, it's like multi-way, mega multi-way, and the came one-liner, and we're big blind. Like, obviously we have a 5 or we have a bluff, but how often are we bluffing?
I mean, all the first draws. No.
I just wanna take a second
Okay.
to say that it's not a great idea to call 4-liners against the big blind, especially if it's 2, 3, 4, 6, and you're against the big blind, that's all.
I don't think anyone's gonna argue that. Yeah,
I
like this
Just
is a
wanted to
fold,
point
but
that out, it's not gonna be your best call.
I feel like our range is so strong there that even like third pot on the river could make sense. Like bet half our stack. I don't know.
mean, it's
I'm
PRs
shocked
to
that he called
thirds,
nines
so
there.
yeah, I was as well.
I know, but his call is such a punt, dude. Like, how can like even a set will fold for a jam? Like, no, I don't know. I'm crazy, I guess.
Maybe a set hangs on.
alright, question. Do we raise? Do we call? I like call.
I like cool marginal made hand. If he's
Right,
got if he's got some bluffs like king jack, he can keep barreling.
Right, the pair component should override the draw component.
I think it might mix in some will mix in some raises though, I think.
Alright, do we ever lead on a turn like this? After we play check call?
Does it favor our range? Probably not. It probably more favors his as the flatter with yeah. 8-7,
Maybe.
10-9. Because I don't think we have 8-7 full frequency.
Yes,
Maybe.
we do. It's logic.
It's an interesting question, Galen, because the 6 should be better for him, but like we do check call a bunch of nut flush draw stuff, right?
Yeah,
Pair
our check
flush
call
draw stuff.
range is going to be concentrated in stuff that would benefit from this turn, but like. I guess he's like more concentrated with middling stuff that connects with this. I don't know. You should look at it. I think it's an interesting question.
Yeah, and his 10x and whatnot aren't too downgraded.
Right. Right. I mean, if you donk small, 10x is still gonna have to hang on there.
I think when he flats mainly EP, it's gonna be more suited stuff
It
and
looks like 98% check on the turn. So it's starting to wake up with some shenanigans, maybe just not with this hand. So if you look at the range, maybe you don't want a pair of nines or something like that. Maybe a pair of nines is just, no, it's just not doing anything like that. Okay. And I think it's probably for what you were saying. It's just more concentrated in this range. I like this line, Frank.
Solver doesn't like it. Small bet, prefers
Alright,
bigger, but it's same EV.
I guess, okay, so if you bet small here, how are you handling a raise?
Very well.
Yeah, I think you very well. I think that's why you go bigger is to just like
Yeah.
not face
Yeah,
the
yeah,
raise
yeah.
so often.
Alright,
think
do you
so
think
too, Danny.
he's raising king jack off with jack of diamonds?
I think when you take a block size, you're incentivizing him to have bluff raises as opposed to using a larger size, which is going to be more concentrated with honest raises. And like if you bet 60-70% there and he raises, I think you can just fold. But if you
Yes.
block and he raises, it's kind of like, well,
Yeah,
okay,
true.
what are we doing?
three bet
Can we
or
see
call?
the river range really quick, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
Louis? I'm
I
curious, like
also-
maybe our 10x bets this size.
It's just
And
pure check, we've seen it, no?
Yeah, but we need to see
Well,
the
the
range.
river.
It wasn't pure check.
Oh, okay, no,
Yeah, yeah.
I got mixed up with.
How do we split everything? Wow, this is hard to implement. Or maybe it's not. Let's see. Nut flushes, overbet, or don't. Okay, yeah, it's kind of hard to implement.
Yeah, you would want to AIify this and let the solver decide what size, maybe split it into two sizes.
Alright, what is calling us if we bet small? We bet
Yeah, 34%, I think. Now he's raising a lot of ace high flushes, it looks like.
Can you exclude diamonds?
Yeah, that's an interesting question if you take away diamonds. It's still gonna have single diamonds. Yeah. Okay, so look, he's just turning some ace high into bluff here. When you go that small size, I think that'll evaporate once if you go larger.
Yeah, I guess people don't do this much.
Probably
Only
not.
at higher stakes,
Three bet or call?
if at all.
mostly
I think
cool.
both are reasonable, Louis.
I
Yeah,
think it's too high
depends.
to just call.
Cool's gonna be way more often.
You could three bet, you could call. I would be surprised if it never three bets.
I would be surprised if it called.
I think it's nice. Trap call in case small blind or big blind
Like
jumps.
50-50, no?
You would be surprised if it
No.
calls, is that what
80-20.
you said?
Yeah.
Eights, man. It's middle
Oh.
pair, man. It's just. It said 23. It said 27% free bet.
Yeah.
Seems fine. Seems normal.
60-40.
I guess I'm three betting too
70-30.
much, cause I'm doing all the suited eights and suited nines. So I'm like pocket eight is the stone cold nuts, no?
Yeah,
But
it's fine.
No.
Not big
Well,
bluff.
it's a,
maybe a little bit enthusiastic.
the thing with pocket eights is it's kind of like ace jack suited in a way, okay? So if you three bet and the guy finds a four bet jam or a four bet, what are you doing with that kind of a hand?
That's the thing, I'm laying off the ace jack, I'm more like ace nine or ace five here, or ace five suited. Because you get their aces to fold, you know?
Yeah, so maybe you should lay off eights and try doing like fours because you make his sixes fold sometimes.
Okay, Frank does.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
Frank
fours
does.
never does it. All right, all right, all right. I'm tripping.
All right, Frank does the best play and calls.
I don't mind it in games where the blinds are very
Let's
stationy
prepare for
though.
another best
just
play
wanna
fold.
isolate.
Yeah. I like how you played this, Frank. I support everything
Yeah.
you did.
Very solid.
It's way harder to play eights four-handed four ways than heads up. That's one pro for three betting it. That's all I'll say. But if you flop a set, then you don't mind having the blinds in there.
Small.
Yes.
Is it? It's not a big bet, it's rainbow.
There's complete equity here.
Yeah.
You gotta have some big
Difficult.
bets. You gotta have
Difficult for
some
him
bigs.
to have
But
king jack.
this,
Just go range
How
small. Just
wait.
go range small.
why is it hard for him to have king jack?
You have a king in your hand.
There
Well, I
could
mean,
be halving. Yeah, but our range doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's
Also,
what I'm saying.
he's three betting some frequency of king X.
Yeah, like 5% in real life.
Big betting is a thing here.
It's
Yeah,
medium.
55 is fine.
Yeah,
Just
majority.
a range bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we get to bet big because we have the nut advantage. So we get to bet big.
Oh, it's funny
Uh,
because Frank looks at me play and he says you should be betting big here. It's rainbow, too high card, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we have full frequency king jack, so
Turn
we
around
get to have
today.
big
Yeah,
bet.
but this is, as Galen said, complete equity, so big blind can have jack 8, king jack. We need to slow down a bit,
So difficult for him.
so we don't have big bets and over bets.
would you say the same thing, Louis, if you had ace queen? Would you say that it's so difficult for him to have king jack? And would you still use big bets with ace queen?
Yes, I would, but you don't have to sell me out
it-
like that.
Well, it's just a logical test. It's just,
Anyway,
good.
output.
Alright, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, I do a lot of half pot here. I used to
Oh,
not do a ton of half pot. This is probably good, not interacting with the flushes.
yeah, I think
Too
it's
big.
very good. No.
You think it's too
Sizing
big?
police go away.
Too big.
Yeah, I think you scared him off a bit.
So many draws.
So go.
What are you afraid of on a king high board? Come on, king high board, buddy.
It's
Sizing
definitely a
police.
thing.
Oh, not too big.
Half pot's good,
Wow.
though.
Hmm.
I think the overarching theme is just like
Yeah, we
realizing
go half.
you should size up with your range here.
Look at Franklin finding
It
the
is
right
gut shot
side.
board. Show
Yeah.
range there.
So what I see
it-
here is Frank, when he has aces, he finds the perfect size for his value.
Is it aces and
Ace king.
what's our bluff?
Oh, bluff.
Ace 5-0
No,
Ace 3-0
maybe...
with the ace of spades.
Maybe just ace jack, ace queen off.
Queen 5 up suited.
Yeah, look at ace 3-0. Wait, all right, what else goes 75%? Can you highlight 75?
It's just gonna be loads of different things.
Can
Yeah,
you close the shower?
King 5.
Close the shower. It did sound like a shower.
Queen 3? No, it's the.
It's
You can hear
probably a
that?
flush draw.
Oh yeah, okay.
Half pot, bigger, whatever. I think it's good, as long as it's.
Oh, this is a funny hand.
Oh, does he go? Do you jab? Do you stick it in?
No.
Jamming feels, how do I feel about jamming? Okay, so the button should be fairly capped. The cutoff, I think, has a competitive range with you. And then
Jamming's
the
terrible,
opener.
no?
Should
I-
the cutoff 3-bet nines?
Swinging
I'm-
big zero seems pretty
I'm
bad.
with you, Louis. I'm playing call here, but I am kinda concerned, cuz we're just like giving an alley-oop, like squeeze spot to the big blind here. Like, it's just,
Is he gonna be courageous enough? Oh, Frank does it.
He does. This is too small, I think, if you're squeezing into this many
Yeah.
players.
This is so courageous. Is this good? I mean, if Frank's three bets like that, it must be like full frequency, right?
Yeah, I'm not calling much in this spot, like low pocket pair or shit like this, but if I got suited, connected, and just free bet, you know.
Really, versus that many. That's
Yeah.
not gonna, is that a right sim, Louis? Because there's,
Yeah, it will be
there's four
tough.
way, it's four
Raise,
ways.
call, yeah.
Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure.
So a bit small.
But it doesn't, it's not allowed to flop.
Yeah, that's the thing. See,
Yeah.
some of these sims just don't have the inputs, so it's kind of like,
Yeah,
eh.
but it's still better to free bet than call. The EV difference is massive for like jack 10 suited, etc.
Yeah, cool.
Do we
There's
think
just so
that?
much dead money when it's raise call. Yeah, we're very
Yeah, and button
insensitive
is
to
capped,
squeeze.
yes, no strong hands.
Well, you've made a mess. I agree
There
with
you
you.
go.
The button is like very, very, very weak. The cutoff is
It's gonna
kind of
flop a
whatever.
set.
Do you guys dislike calling here? Cuz my strategy would be to call.
Yes, you knit. Squeeze every time.
Okay,
I
I
don't
like
dislike it. I don't dislike it, Louis. I don't. You get a
Okay.
I don't
discount.
hate it. It's
okay,
okay.
okay.
We don't cover the opener though. Like if we covered 2 out of the 3 of them, I'd like calling more. But we
Alright.
only cover the one.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you also have a larger squeeze here? Like out of position, I'd be tempted to make this more like 14.
Yeah. The sim is going 13, 14 is probably good.
Frank, what's your opinion about flat calling here? You said you didn't do it, but what do you think about it?
I think it's worse because it's difficult to play out of position, especially multi-way and four-way, perhaps five-way. Yeah, there's lots of dead money and yeah. I would play squeeze always with those type of hands.
The thing is, if your head's up against the cutoff,
What do you do with
or the,
sevens?
Ooh,
Sorry, Lewis.
sevens and below could be just call.
Mr. Romano in chat says he likes calling.
Now that we squeeze, you're gonna bet? Right into that?
Yeah, just bet 10, 11 chips.
Man. Okay, so before we blindly bet into two people out of position, flatting ranges on a 9-6-4 board, that's just like set alley. Do we just want to keep betting into this?
No, they just have broadways every time.
Why
Look
would
at
they
them
squeeze
10-9.
broadways?
I
Why
think
would
they
they
have
10-9
squeeze
pocket
schedule.
broadways?
pairs all the time.
Because they're fish, dude.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous just to completely disrespect a range and say that they're fish, looking at a hand history that you
It's
know
like
nothing about the person.
it's like
Okay.
queen 10 suited from the first guy. I mean, the first guy's out on a limb. He has no calling range in this spot, so that's why he's a fish. In theory, there's no calls here. The way he played this hand, it's not a thing. And then button probably has some like, yeah, button kind of a set. Suited ace set, king jack suited type hand.
Because it's a
Pocket
rainbow
threes.
board, they're gonna have a hard time leaning on their flush draw oriented flatting range here. And so I would be c betting on this.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's kind of what I was looking for. Like, I can lean on that. It is rainbow textures, so it probably is gonna incentivize, they're gonna have a hard time defending.
And the other thing is, our eights can actually improve their equity with a 5 or a 7 here. So I would be c betting.
Oh, man, this is painful.
No,
Like, how are
this
you
is
gonna
easy
squeeze
call.
this and then check? Like, you have still such a good hand. You've barely been downgraded. It's one overcard and it's the 9. It's the one that's least represented in their ranges. I don't
It's just
know.
gonna be hard. Like it's really hard to call this spot. So I would prefer to bet.
Okay, I kind of agree just with the ease of playability, like, I feel like it's gonna be, you're gonna make less mistakes blindly barreling small than, ending up in this note. This is very difficult to deal with.
Because now a guy can have pocket 5s here and we're making a huge mistake by folding.
I don't think you can just fold here because of that. And yes, it is a shit sandwich, Martin. You know.
I
don't
think this is why I like calling, cuz this is a mess, right? So, yeah, so
That is a
Yeah.
decent argument for it. On some runouts like that, you kind of manage the messiness a little bit by keeping SPR small, but
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know,
also
man.
why
It's
you get to
tough.
squeeze bigger to generate more fold equity pre.
That's the other part of
I
it
like
too,
that.
Pete.
Yeah.
That's the other part. If you are gonna squeeze, you really need to make parts of their range indifferent.
what do we think Frank the Nets is gonna do here? He's gonna call, right?
It's gonna fold, dude.
No.
I,
He's gonna
if you,
fold, sure.
if we fold
gonna call
here, I
once.
really, really hate squeezing.
He's gonna call once, I'm sure.
I don't think so. Oh
Nope.
my god.
He's in it, but not,
So even Frank knows this cutoff
not
guy's
the
out
way
on a
you
limb
think he is. No. He doesn't
Alright, you get a
call him for
fold.
sure.
I mean, you can't fold
But
now.
Now he's
surely.
brother.
One of the best
Oh,
turns.
Now he's
brother,
definitely gonna
What's
fold.
he have? Quads? What's this guy have?
brother.
Yeah. All right. Time to
I guess
stack
he's
off.
got tens.
10-9, I
Tens,
guess.
exactly.
No, tens. He could have tens.
He could
He
have
should've.
ace nine suited, he could have
Oh,
tens.
I
I
I
don't
don't
hate
believe
this.
him.
You'd
I
squeeze
don't hate
tens
it,
every
Frank.
time in GTO.
You have a mark on this guy?
I know. What can he even have? Ace nine suited?
All right,
Guys.
guess the hand. Guess the
Frank,
hand.
Frank,
It's-
I'm asking you a question. Did you
Oh
have
yeah,
a
I
mark
think
on this
Sevens.
poor guy?
5-7.
I
What's his
marked
name?
him after the hand.
Okay, not before, so you don't really know.
king
So
10 off or something.
Either sevens or like yeah, like queen jack.
I
Yeah.
think you
It's
guys are gonna
fours and
lose.
you rebuy.
Okay,
No,
so
this is the best spot. It's
Right.
the four of
You
spades.
know
it's
what's
the four
coming
of
on the
rainbow.
river. You know what's coming on the river.
what,
Oh
what's
my
your
god, you're
reasoning
behind.
for?
You're behind.
Nah, it's gonna be a king.
Oh, it's
Okay.
ace four offsuit and
Okay, Frank, what's your reasoning behind calling here?
Yeah, so look at the flop sizing. It's half, right? And this is like bullshit. Like you don't bet set for this sizing, right? Like you don't need protection, so this is like bullshit hand, and he doesn't have 9x. Because what 9x can he have
So you
when
think
he
the guy would
overcalls
size
and then
up?
calls the squeeze?
10-9
10-9.
suited, ace nine suited,
I think he can't have 9x.
You think he sizes up with nine?
jack nine suited maybe, 9-8 suited maybe, but you double block it.
I think he calls it. Like especially ace 9, because it's dominated so often.
Yeah, that's true. Ace nine doesn't make straights or anything, so maybe just like 10-9, 8-9, jack nine occasionally.
And you block 8-9.
Yeah, you double block 8-9. You have the right suits.
Yeah.
It's actually triple blocked because the nine of diamonds is out there, so it's literally 8-9 of spades.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like normally it's 3 combos, but now it's just 1.
Mhm.
Lose to four hands and beat pretty much everything else.
Okay, so you
Hmm.
think you would use a different size with the nine here?
No.
With
I
the
mean
set.
9 could bet for this sizing, but I don't think he has that many 9x in his range.
Okay, what do you think he sizes a nine?
I think this sizing would be
Yeah.
kinda okay with the 9 if I'm him and I don't know how to play.
You guys gonna have 3 deuce or something.
Oh, 5-3 would be,
If you wanna list combos and just say random shit, I'm gonna mute you.
hey, watch your language. It's a family show.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm trying to understand what Frank.
Yeah, there was dead air. Frank
What?
explained his thought. Do you have a follow-up?
No,
Okay.
Okay,
And
Showdown?
I don't think pocket sixes are jamming on the turn, and they wouldn't bet flop for the sizing. So yeah, it could be overplay with 9, but yeah, I just call because I think he's full of shit.
okay,
That's how we justify punts, right?
I'll spot on the flop and then jam the turn. And then,
Yeah, I mean SPR is good.
This feels like queen jack of diamonds.
alright.
Pocket deuces, okay. So what are your thoughts there, Louis? You seemed a little concerned about the turn. Are you just folding the turn after you call the flop?
No, I'm trying to understand Frank's reasoning. It looked like an easy call for him.
Well, what would you do right here?
Oh, it's not about me. This hand is, this
So
is
you would have
all
called
about
pre.
him.
No, I'm asking, what would you do though?
I don't know. I haven't played with him. I mean, I have no idea. I'm calling pre-flop. I ain't three betting, you know?
Oh,
So
so you could just say you wouldn't be in this node, which I can rationalize.
it's not an easy spot for sure.
So how would this play out if we had bet the flop? Do you think he'd peel deuces?
I don't think you get a double up,
Well,
that's for sure.
Yeah,
you
I'm
didn't
not
call
sure
them
either.
pre-flop to fold them on this clean flop, man.
Right, and then what? And then we check call his turn jam, or I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
well
yeah, I
played.
mean, turn is good, right?
Right.
Because he has
Oh yeah.
less combos of fours or yeah. Yeah, this is like small bet
I don't think
spots.
it's 20%,
So what do you want to bet?
33,
Why?
because two
Doesn't
I
matter,
flush draw.
Doesn't matter.
doesn't
It's-
matter.
I'm curious to see if it
Because
matters.
Louis doesn't have one in his game anymore. He took it out. He used to be the preacher of bet one.
Yeah, he
No.
loved the one.
Do you think I wanna
used to-
induce with
he used to
pocket
donk
six
one.
here? Do you think I wanna induce with pocket six and then, you know,
But they just fold a lot.
this is why I
And you're
don't
giving
use
yourself
the
the-
one here, cause
He just saved. Look at all the chips
It's
Frank
more
just saved.
efficient. He
I don't know
saved
if I'm
them.
wrong, but I have the impression that when you bet 20% or one, it's easier for people to play back at you.
Yes, I agree.
They just do it.
Do it with nuts then.
So exactly, you do it with the nuts and you don't
And bottom range.
pocket six.
People still fold, you know? You will
Yeah.
not call queen seven of clubs.
I guess what I'm
No.
saying is, do you really think that betting 1.8 here, 1.5 here, 1.4 here, one have a different response typically?
Maybe I'm stupid, but I think so.
It
That's all.
could be slight, very slightly, but
I think maybe a slight difference. I think it's
like literally few percent,
huge,
but
probably
with
not.
some ace-3-0, you know, or
I would
stuff
think
like
they're
this. And I
less
don't mind him
sensitive to
calling
sizing
ace-3-0, you know, because
they
he has
should
3
be.
outs against my sixes.
You still gather equity from overfolds to one big blind. Yeah, that's the argument, Dean, is that people make, people are inelastic with their continues and raises sometimes, so it's just more efficient. People are gonna make mistakes with hands that they should continue versus one.
Is this a good three bet?
Yeah, like
Fine.
out of position, I want to 3-bet my seeded stuff, seeded broadways,
I think
especially.
you can flat sometimes. I think you can free bet sometimes.
Okay,
I make it bigger again though. Seems like Frank went a bit
Yeah.
small again.
I think I like flatting a little more.
It's
I don't
literally
know.
4x, but the solver opens
You
2.3,
need to, yeah, okay.
slightly above, but it's
At,
same
at
shit.
Yeah, at 50 or above, I usually always go 5x out of position.
Hey, if you raise there, Louis, so let's say you 3-bet and then he jams, is it just a fold?
Yeah.
Four bet or jams?
Just give him a jam.
I think it's a fold, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I just wanted to make sure.
We are not even ahead of ace-5 suited bluff.
Yeah, I know. That's just kind of the argument for maybe playing call. This is a mess. I don't know.
I see this in cash all the time. I basically
Yeah,
fold
so-
everything.
Did
I
we
fold
look
Every-
what
everything.
frequency was pre?
Yeah, we did, Danny. It was like
Sorry, I
30%
missed
or
it.
something. 30% 3-bet, I think.
Did we 3-bet more of the offsuit one or less? Oh,
Less.
it's similar. Thank you.
That's right, suited stuff. Frank is,
So
It's yeah.
every time I see 4-bet, I think, when was the last time that I 4-bet bluff? I'm like, yeah, people are not bluffing enough, so just fold it, you know?
He's actually
That's
not even supposed to
good.
click you, I don't think,
Yeah.
here. In
Yeah,
position, he
Probably
plays
not
like
it.
jam or call.
Yeah, I
So
think
if you're going to respond to four bets like this with this type of hand, do you think it's probably better just to play flat, or do you still wanna have folds with these types of hands? Like, why not just use the offsuit one if you're going
Because
to
there's too much.
overcorrect? Well, I mean, you can point at that range, but the the four bet call range is completely different, which is gonna change the EV of this strategy, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. For
Wait,
this,
what?
I think we
Which range is
call.
different?
Your three bet range will look different if your call versus four bet range is more constrained.
But
Any,
it's
any
not, is
merit
it?
to calling here, or is everybody leaning towards?
no,
fold?
I've definitely folded here.
Fold.
Like
Yeah.
we're wasting the hand less often because we're supposed to fold it to a jam, but he's never bluff jamming, or to a four bet, but he's never bluff four betting. So we have to
Maybe,
fold it less often than we should.
maybe I'm stretching a bit, but I think like I would be wanting to still play call here in theory. Now, like, I kinda agree with you guys. I don't really wanna play call here, but like, what's the solver say? Like, if you play four bet, not all in, how do we respond with a hand like this?
Is solver
There's
using
no not all
non-all-in?
in.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
it's
slivers.
some
Okay.
aces, kings, and ace king suited.
Right, so it's like calling king jack even, and the EV
Mm.
is 0.45. Like, it's not insignificant, even versus that slivery range that we were just looking at.
It does a lot better than ace queen
I
off.
see what you mean.
Yeah, so if you are removing this 0.45 from your strategy, do you think it would push your decision tree into maybe just playing calls? Is the
I
question
think
I was trying to ask.
it's still happening so infrequently, and when it does happen, like he should have some bluff slivers still that aren't showing up, probably. So in practice, the 0.45 will be lower, and you can just fold, and it's fine. And you'd still like I know what you're saying, but I think we're still
Okay.
like not wasting the hand often enough that it's a problem.
Hmm.
Usually he'll
Yeah.
call or fold pre, and then you still get to play.
Just a thought.
Oh,
But I would still mix calls and like not do it pure for that reason.
Yeah, me personally, like when I try to make a decision about four betting or three betting, I'm always thinking about like, how am I responding versus a four bet? So I often find myself calling those situations with strong suited broadways like that, especially if I'm like get a discount. I
I'd
think you just
fold, I
call.
think.
I think you
Yeah.
gotta call here.
Yeah, there's too much money in the
yeah.
pot.
I love it when I isolate small to make him jam and he calls instead.
Oh, good turn.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
didn't even need it.
didn't even need it.
Didn't even need it.
What is he doing?
Frank,
So
what's
was that an ISO to four that he did over a limp, or
No,
did he just
he
open for
opened.
four?
Just
Opened.
open 4x, called off a click.
No,
Oh,
no, no,
man,
there was,
so
no, there was an ISO. I thought,
he's a party
Hmm?
animal, is what you're
Was
saying.
it?
Yes,
I thought there was. I thought that first person limped.
Louis?
no,
no, he 4x.
Nope,
Four
that's a big blind. Alright.
No, he's just a party animal.
So this is how you make final tables. Just have fish on your right.
Yep.
Any idea what stage we're at now? Are the bounties in play now? What's
Nope.
what's the
It's
no?
late track still.
Okay, yeah.
I'll let you know when it's close-ish.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours late, Reg, isn't it? Right.
Maybe 2.5.
I say fold,
Yeah, you have to cool here, I think. Yeah.
I say fold, easy
I
fold.
didn't gather so many chips to fold.
You're gonna call here?
How's it
It's
easy fold?
cutoff versus small blind. I think we have easy call because I open like 40% plus of hands, so he can jam very wide.
He's jamming like all pairs.
And yeah, we have suited equity, which performs good.
Oh. Curious about the range.
Yeah, you would need to look in, not in GPV, you know. But yeah, GPV is good enough.
And then say ICM. but
75. No,
5. And then he pushes for 20,
20.
and we have what,
It just beats big stack.
45?
So sort
No,
by
no, no,
small
we have-
blind.
Then we have a lot
Sort
more.
by small blind. Is it around 20? Yeah, like whatever, this 21-36 is good.
I don't see the 21-36.
Below, one
Down
below.
one, down one.
Okay, yeah, here.
Not different, but we'll see.
Come on, ICM, save me.
You
Yeah,
no, you
Nope.
did it wrong, Louis.
you
You
yeah.
have big blind.
Small
It's
blind,
small
jump,
blind.
small blind jump.
Nope.
Good.
Yeah. Say,
Martin would like to see small blind range. But I don't know in what spot. I wasn't looking.
In this spot. Yeah, go for the same range, Louis. Below.
Please. He emphasizes.
so that would be the small blind range.
Yeah. no.
Suited
All
Broadway,
suited
suited
Broadway.
aces.
Yeah, we're ahead of
Offsuit ace.
all those good suited kings and queens. That's a lot. We're behind all those suited offsuit aces. That's a
Yeah,
lot. too.
I guess you can fold if you know he's a super near, but against like anyone, you have to call.
You really think people are jamming all of that?
I think people are jamming the pairs for sure,
Think they jam
and-
aces, pairs?
and the offsuit aces as well. Ace jack, ace queen, for
Maybe,
sure.
maybe.
Sure.
Okay. Oops.
Gonna call one.
What donk? Oh, I think you should donk here.
You can probably bluff this on the river, can you not?
Oh, you know me, I don't bluff much.
You don't bluff much, but you know me, I would bluff this river sometimes. Like,
You're
look,
you're pretty bottom of range, Frank.
by sometimes I mean every time, cuz,
Okay.
oh, you do it, look at this.
You have jacks in your range.
Look at this, Frank. A crazy river bluff, I love this one.
Oh,
Bottom.
2x. Nice.
Oh, nice. You
Yeah,
played it like
one
a
and a
server,
half, yeah.
Frank.
Because the thing is, I think even like most people, they don't really care, they still bet a queen here. They also always bet a jack. So when he checks back here, it's so capped. So we get better kings to fold, we get maybe some ace eyes to fold. So
Yeah, like king queen will be indifferent versus this sizing, and obviously 10-9 sides are folding as well.
like if you get ace five of diamond to fold, it's amazing. Hmm,
Yeah, nice. Oh. All in, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Jam.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, jam.
is
I mean,
there,
let's just. Actually, this guy's a fish. He's just you kind of want him in.
is this?
Like, he's
is there-
not calling for 30.
I don't think you want him in.
It's still like vanilla.
It's a Saturday game, huh? So Saturday, all sorts of things happen. It's like a Sunday,
Could
it's a Sunday on steroids. It's a
could
Sunday
fl-
without the good players, basically.
probably flat here, a small frequency if you wanted to.
Ooh, 9. Flat? Are
Yeah,
you,
maybe.
Cash does it.
I don't know.
Yeah, cash does it. Scotty's right.
And you guys, cash does it and you're 78 big blinds deep. That's close to cash.
But we might just not be that deep enough, Scotty. Maybe 80 is
Yeah.
too shallow.
Maybe.
Not the greatest turn.
What do you do on this turn?
So we check because in position will have more flushes in his range, percentage wise. And yeah, just slow down.
Oh. 10%.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have blasted this turn anyway and jammed this river.
I was about to unmute and say Louis would have blasted the turn.
Let's see if it's fine.
No. Okay. Whew.
Ooh.
There you go, Louis.
Look at that, Scotty.
Broken clock moment, huh?
Semi
Broken clock,
Only
right?
70% free bet, Scotty. Look at that.
Oh,
See,
this is on the pre.
the
This is
overbet clock is
this is
right
pre-flop. No, this is river.
sometimes.
What's the?
No, it's the
click
turn,
on-
Scotty.
click
We're
on
on the turn.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yes,
you
he
bet
doesn't
big
have that
more
many
without
flushes.
hearts. With, you bet a little bit lower with hearts. Then. Yeah. Yeah, I think we lost a fortune here.
Frank, don't hide behind saying it's the same EV when it's like pure betting. But I think I would have screwed this up too.
Little one, maybe, sometime. Do you want it?
Ooh, I'm not betting much when the low card is paired PvP.
Okay,
However, it's bottom range, so stabbing could be fine.
I think stabbing's probably really good on 6-6 king.
Yeah,
We have
like,
the suits.
I
You
should
do have
have
the
bet
suits.
river for one.
Yeah, yeah.
I think not betting river is probably a mistake.
Criminal.
Like you chop with all the tens. Like if he happens to like get a 10, okay. And like you get hero calls from, I don't know, maybe an 8
Ace
or
high, queen high.
Ace
Maybe
high.
Queen High could even have called you. Queen
maybe
Deuce.
queen high, yeah.
But yeah, I thought like letting him bluff would be
The
bigger EV,
criminate.
but maybe not.
I think the check back bluff line is a bit underdone by population.
Yeah, true.
I think what's his name in the Wednesday review mentioned this too.
Ricardo.
Ricardo, yeah, he played check back bluff, and he was like, "Yeah, I think this line's under bluffed. I like this spot."
He did take one of those and it was very nice. I
Yeah.
just fold.
Yeah, no club, no continue.
Call. Fold. Raise.
Any
Did
particular
we
reason, any particular reason you switched to 2.2 instead of 2.1 from before?
It's a good question.
no.
Have I
sizing.
opened 2.2?
We're on
I
the
don't
button.
have the sizing.
You opened it 2 this one. It was 2.1 on the others. I just wondered if there was if it was more than just doing
It's
it.
usually depends what stacks are behind me and what position I'm in. What did I open now? I don't think it really matters. Maybe I just. It depends also how many tables I have. Yeah, but like 2 and 2.1, like yeah.
This is a range bet, man.
Probably.
Yeah,
Do you size
Want
up?
people to, you can. You definitely
we're
have
the
size up on this board.
button. Range bet small because we're the button.
I like betting small with this combo.
It's Jack 10 low. We've
Two
looked
king
at this
are
one.
for the big line. Flush draw
about that?
drives your sizing up or down?
Range
Down.
bet small.
Down.
Yeah,
There
just
it
bet
is.
though.
So,
Ah, I'm wrong.
there it
Wait,
is.
when does it become range small? At 40 below? 30?
This
or
is
deeper,
gonna be a
maybe.
range bet for
Maybe
sure.
deeper.
But
I just don't know if you're ever gonna find a, range bet small on Jack 10 low two-tone.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You wouldn't think so, but I think there's a depth where it does.
Maybe,
On
I
the button
definitely, I
specifically.
wouldn't say, I couldn't argue otherwise, but it just seems like a board that has a lot of connected draws. Ranges are merging in a lot of places. Kinda wanna front load a lot of value in with some hands. Hit him with a raise.
I think so, right?
Oh,
No.
wait,
Hit him with a
there's an
hit him with a
open, there's
fold.
EP. No, you can't fold, Scotty. That's too nitty. That's cash game
Oh.
talk.
Okay. You're 94,
Uh,
you're 100, this is close to cash game.
no rake, bro. No
No
rake.
rake, no rake and yeah, no rake. And it's only a
You get,
2 big blind open, but
you get to play like a crazy person when there's no rake.
okay. Go crazy person.
You can definitely three bet this.
Yeah.
But calling's
Ooh.
obviously fine. It's like whatever.
I probably drew bet too much here. Okay,
Call.
Always a bit suspicious when he bets there.
Ooh. Alright, so there's two really competing things here. If he polarizes, how do we handle it?
he checked to us.
Okay, so how big do we go? I don't
Small.
think he has a lot of ace X when he checks, so.
Yeah,
If
I wanna go
you-
too big.
Yeah, if you go
Pretty
too
close.
big, I don't think you get too many
40%.
continues. Martin said B33. I think
Too
you
small.
might be giving too much leeway to his gut shots if you do that. And things
I'd
like
40%.
say
that,
like
maybe.
sips, maybe like B60. That's what I'd do, I think.
Okay, so what hands are you bluffing?
So what would be a good bluff here? King ten probably is okay,
Queen
queen
10 or diamonds.
10-8's probably pretty good. There's stuff, like just whatever wraps around, maybe five,
No.
5-3.
2x pot with queen 5 of hearts.
Queen five of, why hearts? It's rainbow.
What?
Any
Okay,
suit. I just picked
I-
one.
I can get down with this, Frank, little half pot. I'm down
From
with
the
that.
fact that we kinda talked through it and we were like, not too big, not too small, and Frank bets middle, makes me happy.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait, it started multi-way, huh? I missed that.
Yeah, but big
Pre-flop.
blind folded.
Pre-flop it did, yeah.
On that rainbow turn though, I would use a bigger size. Just
So
he's
you
not
got
gonna
a
have enough
range
equity.
bet here, but you're not happy, right?
It's
If it were heads up, it
probably
would be a overbet spot, Pete, right?
medium.
Yeah, and like on
Yeah, you could.
that run out, that specific run out, he's not gonna have a lot of equity to lean on with the flush draws. You're not worried about combo draws calling, you're just worried about getting value, and so I would choose a bigger sizing there.
It's probably too small.
No,
Let's see. Because three broadways are usually range bet big or medium, like 55.
No,
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
that's
I
medium.
think, just
Yeah.
bet, like you can bet big, but just, I over bluff. I thought,
I think I autopiloted the sand on the flop.
ah,
yeah, the solver just kinda wants to go crazy.
I haven't seen much of this kind of strategy.
Yeah, it's always like queen jack 10 and stuff like this, three broadways. It's difficult to realize equity out of position.
I think the important thing is just bet, like, just don't
Yeah,
check.
yeah, just bet, yeah.
Good fold, I think. I like the bet small.
You flat the ace deuce. Yeah, in the cutoff.
It's suited, yeah, you're super deep also, which is kind of nice.
Are we getting close to the money or where do we stand with that?
I will let you know.
Okay,
Put in chips, you could put in chips and get an estimate,
Frank knows.
does he?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I have blind faith in him. He's like the Polish Jesus. What,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, I'll let you know. ITM was 10 hands ago.
Oh,
No, just kidding, just kidding. Yeah.
that would greatly change how I behave in this spot.
So how much would you bet here?
It's-
I kinda wanna go
Um,
bigger, to be honest. Like, you're a
Okay,
big blind range, that 5 of clubs kinda helps him out.
so if I bet bigger, do you think the first guy calls ace 10, ace jack?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know how much did he play bet on the flop, though?
No, no, no. It was
Check
check to
called.
me. I bet quarter. Both of them called.
Uh-huh.
I think he's still playing continue with all of his ace X if he plays check call.
Isn't half pot kind of a big bet multi-way? That's kind of how I think of it.
Not on the
Yeah, I
turn.
mean,
On turns, it's different.
it is a little different on the turn.
Yeah, like I considered 83%, but I assumed he would fold a little too much ace X. So
Why is it different on turns? I feel it's still half is pretty big when you're betting into two ranges again.
okay, so the ranges aren't defined on the flop, especially when they are range checking, right?
I think it's got
Right.
stuff to do with like the MDF responsibility shifts as you move. And,
Right.
And also small bet works very good.
yeah,
There's a solver DTO wizard, which again, this is cash talk, where it's limited to in three-way, multi-way pots, it's limited to a third on the flop, no other size, and on the turn, it's a pot and no other size.
the challenge with
they
that,
simplify
Scotty,
it.
is like, I think they do some of that sometimes for
Hmm.
simplification of solving, not because it's
Yeah.
like optimal strategy all the
Right,
time.
no, that's what I'm saying is that
Yeah,
it's a simplification, but obviously they wouldn't have chosen that one if it wasn't a
You're right.
major.
yeah, you're right.
So-
But I get what you're getting at.
Would
Yeah,
you
The
call
AV
one?
will
but it's
be
also
the
cash.
same. And you just need to think what works better versus population. Like EV is literally the same with betting 50 and 83 with this hand. So whatever works better versus population, you do it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
So
folding
here,
here.
you're folding. Never
Yeah,
call
for sure.
Yeah,
sure,
blocking
fold.
jack 10, jack 9, ace jack, just
Hard.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. You're blocking a lot of the hands that you need him to be betting with here that you're ahead of. So it's just gonna make him have queen, king X more often.
Okay.
Yeah,
Even
cool.
the heart, you even have the heart, which kinda sucks.
Yeah, Coolin's tortured though.
Ooh, I'm all in.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm all in.
yeah, screw these guys.
Oh,
You could do
got
this
that.
too. This is fine. This is a little dangerous, Frank, because you're giving him like the perfect price to
King
continue,
queen. King queen. Yeah.
but he jams, you call, it's whatever. Oh, lovely flop. Jack.
I mean, it's my review, you know, I will win this one, so
He's got pocket tens.
What could he
You
have?
must, yeah. Tens or nines.
just
Oh, you
kidding.
Oh, Frank
Wow.
baiting us.
Bro, I remember watching this hand. I remember watching this hand. Cause I almost just turned you off. I was like, oh, it's over.
You close the table, close the stream. I think it's over.
I
No,
may
no,
have
no.
sent wrong tournament. Yeah,
I think
we'll
you
see,
did,
we'll
Frank.
see.
I think you did.
Frank, why did
I
you
think this
send
is
me
the
the
first
wrong
one.
tournament?
This is the first one, cause I didn't watch your second one.
Wow. Is that your first bullet? Did you rebuy?
No, remember he had 2 deep runs, I thought. I
Never
don't know.
rebuy.
Did we
I
get
could,
scammed?
just
It's
keep going.
fine, it's fine.
Are
it's
we
fine.
keep going.
reviewing the wrong tournament? Said is
No,
having
no.
so much fun. Look at him in the chat.
Just keep
No,
going.
it's fine, it's fine.
Don't listen
We'll
to me.
find out after a commercial break.
Don't listen to me.
Imagine the white check raised here. Oh my god.
You do it?
Would check raise be good here?
No,
Make it 2.8.
no, it won't be for sure.
Frank's an edge.
I think you're probably supposed to continue there.
No,
I don't
no.
know. I don't
No.
know.
Bro, guy's not folding ace king,
Bro,
is
you
he?
got 3 straight 3 flush.
You have
Oh,
7
Frank's super
chips.
short. You got, okay, sorry. I forgot that he's super, super.
I think
super
it's
short.
time for the forbidden triple up.
Oh
Take
boy.
it.
Ooh. I didn't expect this outcome. Okay. I guess we
And
pass
then,
back.
yeah, and then
Do you call? Do you raise?
Oh, it could be a
the guy
flat.
opened off 12.
Yeah, I
What
think it's
the
a
heck?
flat.
I'm making it 3.
I
Oh,
don't hate
4.
that, Danny. I
4.
like
Yeah,
3
I'm
because
gonna
that
there's
sounds
the bump.
funny and nice.
You
Yeah,
got-
I will do it.
He muted himself before I muted him, because I was gonna mute him.
If you make it to 3, they
Ah,
still have in the back of their
stop.
mind that you could, that you could have
Stop.
misclicked
You
also
could
is
be
the part.
bluffing
Yeah, you
or
could be.
misclicking.
You guys. What do
Okay, Louis,
do
why
you
would you
prefer?
hate 3? Why would you hate 3?
Oh, you guys are criminals. We don't negotiate with terrorists here in Canada. Oh, no, wait,
Your
that's you guys.
non-answer,
That's you
your
guys.
non-answer
Aren't
is
we
answer enough.
negotiating, I think?
If you call, everyone behind will say, well, he has to have a capped range.
Hmm.
No, they'll say he has to have aces.
So Frank, what are you
Okay,
gonna do?
one of the two.
Gonna call? what's your?
Four.
You need to
I-
refresh my memory.
I
Click
hope you
this
click it at
little
4.
button and
I hope you click it at 3.
we'll find out. Oh, what
Frank,
will
you don't
happen.
remember.
I remember, but
But,
I don't want to spoil.
okay,
You can now
What's
put
his
ads
key?
immediately.
Yay, Frank.
look at this.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they all
everyone
folded.
behind couldn't fold
Yep.
fast enough.
Yeah, they were like, it's the nuts.
One of them surely has aces. If it's not the opener, it's the caller.
So he checks, you check back? Not even a little C bet?
I don't hate checking back.
It's fine.
by
He
the
can get
way.
it in anyway.
Like, if he has king, jack, king 10, I want him to improve, you know, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the call. Look at this. I think you are maximizing the value you're about to get out of this hand.
I think you're getting no value now.
Bet
All in.
4. He bets all in. Okay.
Call king queen.
He just had nothing.
We should have threed him. He wouldn't have folded.
What are you doing here? I kinda like, I don't hate jamming, to be honest.
You
I
can
I
if you-
probably
I
You
think
could
all
live-
3 options are fine, like same EV.
just don't fold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
if
jam
you
there
you have to
every time.
cool off now, I think, right? If he jams.
Okay, that's
No.
the question. Okay, how are you handling if you do limp, to Lewis's point? How are you handling a jam?
Easy fault.
What? No, I think
Easy
Solver.
fold.
I think Solver says
Easy
cool.
fold, he says.
I
Okay,
think this
so
is the
if it's an
bottom.
easy, I kinda agree with Lewis. So if you're making the mistake of over folding versus aggression, do you think the EVs are truly the same?
In
I
practice,
think
they won't be the same.
Yeah, I think people are jamming bad hand, not right hands, like they will not jam king deuce O, but they will jam
agree.
like ace king suited or tens, you know? That's
Mm,
how recreationals
Here's
play.
I
I
have a
don't
thing
disagree
for
with
you,
that.
Galen. Even if limp folding is wrong in theory, you can recoup the EV by when you overfold and you're losing that EV, you recoup that EV when they don't isolate 7-3-0 and you get to play the limped pot. When they like check behind
Oh, that's
king
true.
10 and you lose a
That's the other
smaller
side.
pot.
Yeah, that's the other side of the coin. They're gonna play too passive with weak parts that you're just gonna get a couple chips out of.
Right.
guess
So
it's-
like I don't know. I could see both, but I would jam it pre.
What do you guys do here on the bubble league?
You're in the money now, right?
No?
I think make it 4.5.
Oh my god.
Fold.
This
If we're
far.
bubble, I'm folding.
If we're bubble, I'm folding too.
Any jamming here?
That seems crazy if you're on the bubble.
Seems risky, it's not bubble. It's
You've
not
never
bubble.
bluffed on the bubble?
It's not bubble.
It's not bubble. Why did Louis say it's bubble?
I thought it was.
Can you put in chips?
No,
Frank, will you please, clarify what stage of the tournament we're at?
no. Hmm,
So that's four,
Mm.
that's 4 starting stacks. And,
25% left.
that's 25% left, you think?
25k
No.
starting.
Oh
Is
no,
it?
it's
Oh, is it
10K.
25? I thought it was 10k starting. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think you're definitely taking an aggressive action here. That's my view.
Is it not 10K starting? It is 10K. I'm
I
pretty
thought it
sure.
was 10k. I'm
So
going
that
to,
means we should be bubble then, right?
I'm gonna try to check actually right now. I'll open the client.
There will be hand ace queen O on the big blind where I jam.
17.
It will be 50 away from the money.
Okay. Huh.
Okay. So
17 bigs, 4 smart
25%.
sides.
Yeah, like 20-25.
So 17 from the button facing button cutoff hijack, low jack, and then where the short pass.
I think Frank's right. I think it is 25 starting on Saturday.
Okay, that would
So,
explain it then.
so you're not, yeah, 25% of the field is probably a good estimate.
This one is good with
18.
18.
Cause he's got
Yeah.
a starting and a half and he's got what? 16 big blinds or so? 17? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a good estimate.
Yeah, I think average was
Oh,
around
look.
35 blinds.
Oh, look,
Jesus
Frank.
Christ,
did
Lewis.
Lewis not
Right.
say, yeah, did I not say 4.5?
My goodness, Lewis the fish.
Oh,
Right. How could this is the broken clock effect. Well done.
oh,
Louis, you keep talking about a broken clock effect. Would you please clarify what a broken clock effect is for everyone who's listening and has no idea what you're talking about?
It's the broken clock thing that gives the right time twice a day.
Oh, so you're saying he guessed and got it right. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, he's the broken clock who happened to be right.
Usually it's me, I'm the broken clock, but here it's clearly Lewis, cause he said exactly 4.5 and I thought it was so out of line for me.
Why did you think it was out of line? I mean,
I
you're gonna
wasn't,
have some not
I
all
thought I would,
places.
didn't think you wanna pull like, bluff. I thought it was a jam. Or fold.
Yeah, yeah.
All the punty to jam it
Or
for
fold with
CP.
these two. And not this one, actually. Not this one either,
yeah.
Okay.
but okay. See,
Oops.
yeah, I'm
Can you
not,
show
I'm not,
big blind
I'm
range
not
in that spot?
crazy here. I'm not the only one thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
Fine.
It's losing play by the looks of it, though.
Man, I'm not a fan of jam. I just don't find these jams right here. If we're like at this stage, he opens early position.
What if he's
I may
opening
be,
too wide?
yeah, maybe. I may be too nitty. I don't know. I think the general consensus is that people probably don't open too wide though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's probably more of a three bet small.
Yeah. Or fold. Yeah.
It worked
Not
out.
the best play, but it worked. It's
Okay,
still
now
bet.
What
you've
am
got
I?
another tricky one here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
this
not
one
a
I
fold.
think is better as a 3-bet, no?
Is this not
I
just a fold?
like, I don't think it's just a fold.
I think early in the
think-
tournament, you can three bet, you can play, you can do all sorts, but with ICM,
I think even with
you
ICM, you have a
really
king
call?
blocker. It's relative.
I have a
You're
calling hand
probably,
here.
I don't think you call. I think you could three bet.
Yeah, I don't
so-
like call with offsuit on cutoff. Maybe on button though.
Think you use suited kings, suited aces to three bet more than,
No, those are your calls. You call king queen suited here.
I
Yeah.
think, those hands perform
Or
better
jam.
post flop.
I think
so-
it's gonna be just. I think it's just gonna mix all three options. To be
No,
honest.
you
I
don't
kind of
jam.
agree with Danny. I think if you're gonna jam, you probably wanna take maybe something that's gonna perform better when it sees 5 cards or play call.
No,
No, 21. We have 21 now.
I think
Yeah, that
jam.
one.
I think jam would be a punt personally.
Maybe?
Yes. Yes. Jamming would be punty.
Starts coming in at 20, I believe, with king queen suited, king jack suited region. Queen
okay,
jack
so
suited.
no
Oh, we do
call,
have too many
but you are
chips.
right. Plenty of three bets here.
No call.
Oh, so it is free bet or fold.
Oh, you changed it to 18%. Dude, we're like quarter field here.
Yeah.
Just so we can maybe see how things may adjust, can you find a quarter fielder that's comparable? I'm kinda curious.
Where the jams creep in? Is it at like
Ye-
18 chips or? Yeah. Cut off. Yeah, same one. Perfect. Now we'll see how it is different. Aha.
Okay, so now you do have some jams and the jams are coming from the region we described, so like it's
And some
flatting and
calls.
jamming. With the
Yeah.
suited. Okay.
This is what I envisioned. All right.
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cool.
yeah, me too. As you approach like higher and higher ICM though, it becomes more and more punty to just
More
ball your
cranky.
equity up.
Yeah, I think I played too GPV.
You played call, okay.
Yeah,
You gotta continue,
yeah.
right? We're all in agreeance. This is a continue, obviously.
Yeah, king of spades and everything. Yeah, yeah. Not high cards.
Yeah, just fold now.
No
I'm
fold.
out. I'm out.
So now we know pure prank it. But if EP's a nit, then you can fold your king queen. You don't have to prank him.
So I do pure jams here,
Mm.
but I've been trying to find more not all in sizings, like with hands like this. Is there any merit to that here or just
At this
jam?
depth, I'm just jamming.
I mean,
Offsuit,
ace
I
king.
think you want to jam.
Yeah.
We're getting kinda close to the money, so the risk premium is a bit higher.
Imagine
If
they
we were
call
to-
the 3-bet and you miss the flop. Now you're
But
in such a difficult spot.
you want to have big stack.
Is this a
The
visual bug
money.
or do we have 15 behind?
No,
Visual bug,
Okay, okay. Thank you.
bugging, bruh.
Yeah, yeah, jam's very good. Only play. Offsuit, just slam it.
Old.
Oops.
Oops.
Eats. The guy had queen 10
Oh, okay,
suited,
this
lots of-
is, yeah, like
Fucking, I mean,
50
Oh,
range, I
now we're
guess.
bubble, soft bubble.
this is like your bluff. This is like the bluff to go in with, surely.
So is this like hard bubble, soft bubble?
Louis knows what I would do here.
50 away.
Danny's punting.
this is Danny's favorite. punt
I'm
line.
all in and there's not even a second thought.
The problem here is Danny would jam 30 big blinds.
No, not 30. 25, yes.
Alright, Danny, so you're gonna jam here. How do you feel about the guy covering in a high ICM situation playing call? What do you, how do you articulate that range in your
Okay,
mind?
I like the
I
jam.
think he's capped as a motherfucker.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Jax is about the top of his range there.
Oh, man, I'm pretty sure this is, I definitely saw this tournament before. Nice hand.
That second
Very
ace
good,
is
very
so,
good.
that second ace is so reassuring. Oh,
They're just dead.
just relax.
Yeah, yeah, Jax, I'm pretty sure he'll never show up with better than Jax, right? Like he has so much incentive to apply pressure with all kinds of hands, so he should be 3-betting top of range every time. They're very deep as well.
Wait, can we go back to that last time? Jack 10? Do you ever jam that for 20?
No. You just
What
minute.
was this?
I think I could lose bubble.
Yeah, oh, we're after the bubble now.
Yeah,
I think-
this
I
is one to the ATM.
This is not a trivial decision.
Oh, Frank, are you gonna justify it?
Just by what?
Justify folding here?
One to the ITM, man.
So, Louis, if he's jamming 32 and he's covered. And it's 1 to in the money, how do you think that jam range actually looks?
Okay, let's look at something just for loans.
Near bubble.
30, 30, 40.
Are you wrong for what, Louis?
Calling this a top 5% hand.
This
Is it?
doesn't
No,
the
I
guy-
agree with you.
the guy doesn't improve his standing by jamming. Like he doesn't cover any more people by winning these chips for ITM
Yes,
phase.
yes, exactly.
He
So if
doesn't
he's
really
not-
have much incentive to do this.
So if he's not incentivized to do this, and he's not like gaining anything by really doing this, what kind of hand does that translate to?
It's like an ace, king, ace,
I
queen.
mean, he could
a
have
lot
like
of
eights
time.
and
Ace,
nines
jack.
sometimes, but and
I
just
think
like not
that's
know
even
what
a
to do. But
stretch. Yeah, I think that's even a stretch.
yeah, a lot of ace king O, a lot of queens jacks maybe sometimes. Would he just slam it?
I would
I don't
slam
know, dude.
queens probably on the stone bubble here.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's not supposed to
He
have a
shouldn't
jamming
jam anything.
range.
It's so absurd.
It's one of those
Tens,
ones that,
prince.
like, I mean, because it's so like far from equilibrium, I think you can argue fold because it's like, what the fuck is this range? Like you never know.
Oh, but we know it's not kings and aces.
That's about, I think that those may be the only ones that don't just pile it up.
Yeah, I think I lean towards calling. Is this a big mistake?
I
So
think it's
It's high
probably
variance.
it's probably, I wouldn't say it's a punt, but I would say it's not winning, I don't think. Let's see what Martin says. Are you ever concerned that you are attributing your high level of skill and understanding of ICM dynamic to other players in the pool? Well, I
Like
mean,
you're assigning
Yeah,
them too
I would
tight a range.
skip bottoms. Yeah,
I think it's
well,
good.
so, yeah,
Drag,
like,
let's go.
yeah, I don't know about this, bro.
gamble, gamble,
Big
gamble.
balls.
I'm with Frank here.
Big balls,
Oh,
Frank. Show
I
me
no.
nines.
lost. I
Oh,
lost.
Show me
no.
nines.
Oh, no. Okay, we should be good actually, right? Did you send me the right tournament, Frank?
I think I lost this one and we busted.
Oh, man.
7, see? He just
Wow,
has a pair. He doesn't know what to do.
wow.
Oh my
Bro is,
gosh.
bro is a blaster. He gets
All
them
right,
out.
this is first hand in the
But
money.
what,
Oh my gosh.
there's
All
one
in.
thing about,
You know what I'm doing here, Danny, right?
All in, all in, all in.
Woo!
okay.
Scott
Saeed
You
wanted
had
to
a-
should
say
address,
something.
you should address Martin's question. I think he had a really
Oh, the
very
40
relevant.
guy.
Wait, Louis. Don't
Yeah,
go so fast.
Martin's question and Saeed's question are both valid. Cause I
Yeah,
have Saeed's
so,
question.
yeah, I mean, like, you're not looking at that range and trying to think about like what they're actually balancing with. Like, you're trying to rationally think about like what he's doing. Like, that's what we were saying. Like, it's not really a solver response there. He's not gaining anything by jamming, so it should put him at a higher portion of the range. Now, was that like actually accurate? It wasn't for that spot, but it's not like we're looking at a solver and deciding that, uh, you know, the solver wasn't influencing my fold there, is what I was thinking.
You don't have a sim here, Frank, right?
Think
So I
Lewis-
earned this with max of 4 players and
Yeah, sorry, Louis on, Louis gotta hurry up.
Oh
It's
no, he's got to
11:40.
jump ahead. We can't talk
Yeah,
about tens anymore.
it's 20 minutes. We gotta go.
That's true, that's true.
Why don't you just split it into 2 sessions, Louis, so you don't, miss quality stuff?
I don't have many sims in the hunting season. But I've got few.
It's okay.
Ooh,
Oh
Oh.
man, if the king doesn't
Gutting.
hit, you just win.
Yeah, so bond is worth like $500
Wow.
right now on average.
Yeah,
So
we've looked at enough MKO to have the gist of some of these
I will
spots.
post it in the Discord. Yeah, so if you guys want to see results to some of the spots, I invite you to the Discord if you're not already.
Yeah, Dean, it's big jam, but it's the only play. There's like so much overlay. Anyone who comes, we get their bounty opportunity.
So what are
It's
you?
only the 40 guy who we have to worry about, really.
Right, so these situations, after the money bubbles popped in these mystery bounties, because the average is so high, you see some ridiculous ranges. Like
Yeah,
jamming silly things.
So under the gun is supposed to open 80% of the hands.
Yeah, it
Have
sounds
you
about right.
ever opened this much on small blinds?
Yeah, that's the thing. The guy's got one chip, so everyone should be very wide.
Yeah, it's a mystery bounty, so it's a party.
It's another argument in favor of calling tens is when we win the hand, we're in the money with a one chip guy on our right. It's pretty. We get an immediate hunt opportunity, basically.
What a scam. How many times did they scam you
Oh yeah.
so far? Yeah, you come back. Every time. Wow. Oh, short stack ninja, look at this.
Thank you, Mr. Oh, well, maybe
They're
not.
hunting us. Who is
Hoping to get
hunting
heads
who?
up.
That's the real question.
We are hunting them. And ace king is out of the tournament.
Oh yeah, there's a 4. Wow, you got.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Who's
so
hunting
great.
who? Huh? It's always the same. Okay. Deuce is open.
Yeah, I mean, this is the bottom, right?
Would you not rip sevens?
I think we can jam wider.
Probably not.
Let me see if I
What kind of,
haven't.
do we have a sim for this? What kind
I
of
need
range
to
would you
check
jam?
out.
This is nowhere near the bottom.
What kind of range would you jam here, Danny?
It's MKO, Lewis. I would jam like 5s plus.
It's
A
only the
question, do
gun.
you think, limping may be more viable than jamming here?
There's
Or
an
calling?
opener.
Or just calling would be more viable than jamming here?
Oh,
Oh,
Cause you
interesting
don't wanna,
question.
you don't really wanna box out 6 big blinds. He's the whole driving motivator for you putting chips in right now.
Yeah, but I don't think whether we call or jam, he'll change his decision too much. It's only a very narrow part of his range that might change their decision.
I believe once we are in, the rest of the table is supposed to be extremely wide.
Yeah, they're supposed to be crazy people.
So we're gonna double up often, and that double up is more than playing for one bounty. But I'm just guessing.
Like if we call, we're hoping, I think, that somebody squeezes with a worse hand or somehow we get isolated, but I don't know if that will happen enough in practice with only
Well, yeah, and like,
two
okay, so
players
let's
per
say you
hand.
play call and then the shorty folds and then the button jams and then the under the gun guy calls. Are you still like thrilled about getting in that pot with eights?
I wouldn't fold, but I'm not thrilled. But I'm not calling to like give myself an out. I'm calling to induce more action behind.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm-
me
if I'm
too, me
calling.
too. Well, I'm calling just for the bounty access, really. I mean, I guess there is some side motivation that eights is just a good hand on its own merit. Bet call is good.
But do you know what I mean? Like if we jam and the guy's got like pocket sixes, the 5 guy, he's gonna come along anyway. If he's got king queen suited, he might come along anyway, right? It's like what hands will he care that we jammed with?
I think the
Ace
simulation
10-0,
cares. I think
maybe.
the simulations is gonna have some differing responses, but I mean, I don't know. I've played around with these sims a little bit. It's really hard to model them in HRC.
So that's the summary. She's already there. She's.
Oh, sorry. Muted the wrong person.
Did you, why? He's
Scotty
got the
was the
trigger,
culprit.
he's got the trigger
No,
finger on
Galen.
me.
Your square was highlighted, to be fair, while the noise was coming through.
It's so funny because.
Oh, was it?
And
I
then he
wouldn't even-
muted you and it stopped at the exact time.
Like some of us here get muted like 10 times a stream and some other never get muted.
I gotta pay attention to it because sometimes I'll be over here on a monologue and it'll just be like, oh,
Ah.
you're muted.
Ah,
Hurry up, Louis.
okay. So you.
So what did the
So
sim say? It said call? It was mixing, okay.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
So. Check, bet. Call. Check, bet again.
He down bets. What is this silliness?
Yeah, it's always some
Buy
medium
it,
check
Some
hand,
weaker
like
hands in range
second
still.
pair, weak top pair, stuff like
buy,
this.
buy it,
Not
buy
gonna
it
be
the
a queen
showdown.
very much, huh?
Could be sevens, yeah.
Could be 8s.
Oh my God, it's eights.
It is 8s. There you go. Look at that. Perfect.
Nice call.
Could
Just
check
call.
raise if you want.
Just call.
I don't like check
Oh no, you
raising.
can't. Oh, you can't because under the gun hasn't acted yet. Okay, yeah. It's pure cool range against button.
I like to
On
bet
the
big.
front.
10 big blinds.
Alright.
8 big blinds.
I'm with you. Do we have a sim?
No. No.
We all agree then it's a big polar bet. I like it.
I get
Yeah.
called and I lose.
Frank,
Wow.
how does
wow,
this
wow,
guy
wow.
just call?
Wow, 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 wow,
You
wow,
could
wow,
have,
wow.
you could
I
have
mean, there's
rid,
flushes, there's straights. I think it's a good just call. Jamming is probably an overplay.
you folding to a raise anyway, right?
You should be folding to a
Yeah.
raise.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
What do you do here? Just call and let the big blind go all in and then go all in?
I think that's how I would play this.
Oh, no.
Oh, beautiful. He just calls. This is so good.
Oh my goodness.
Never folding.
Yeah, just cool. Yeah.
And we got scammed.
You might be able to lead this turn sometimes, but I don't
Any
know.
raising
man.
there? No.
Raising seems ambitious.
Well, we have the upper dangler to the pair card and we have a gut shot, so we can still improve or hit the queen. And then when this guy double barrels half pot, I feel like he's never really have a 9 here. So,
Double gutter, Louis.
yeah, double gutter, yeah, a 7-2. Maybe, I don't know.
Call.
Yes.
Uh, any folding here?
You
No.
can't fold. Look at the small blind.
No.
Oh, okay.
Now you fold, yeah.
Squeeze, fold.
Alright, I have a sim for this set. So what do you guys think?
Seems like a
jam.
pretty easy complete is what I would be
Yeah.
doing from the
You're
big
gonna
blind.
cut. You got no fold equity against cut off from there.
Any merit in jamming?
Alright,
Maybe, there may be. That would be option number 2 in my mind. I just think I like calling more.
Maybe like 6s, 7s plus,
alright.
8s plus, 7s
Try
plus.
to guess how wide is cutoff calling.
He
In
covers
theory,
everyone. Dude, he
Any
covers
two.
everyone. He
Any
should be
two.
calling any 2 almost.
90% of range.
Not true, 80%, 75%.
90%, 90%.
He's
The
not,
guy's got 4 chips in the small blind.
We're gonna be the sizing police, but we're really gonna drive home that 10%, huh?
okay, let's ask criminal in person. Yanin, would you play like 9 deuce offer?
That's
I
bottom 10%.
am not folding a hand here if I'm that guy. And honestly, 9 deuce, something like that, I'm gonna be more likely to 3-bet.
Oh,
Because I wanna present an uncapped range for that small blind, that small blind bounty.
there you go, 3-bet 9 deuce.
I'm not
Yeah.
even joking. I'm not exaggerating either.
Oh, I
I
think
like
this
the
could be
jam a
good.
lot there. I like a jam. Think it's good because I feel like they are calling so wide once you're in. Like
But
this
this
guy,
guy's raising too wide as well under the gun, probably.
he's
okay.
in for the kill, so when you present the kill, you know, it's good.
Yeah,
Also,
honestly, I don't hate this, Frank. I think this is probably pretty good. That guy with 70 big blinds is probably calling any
Yeah.
Do
2.
you think you get it in against one overcard often enough with 5s? Because you know he's
Ace,
not folding, but if you're
king
just jamming
3
into a flip,
suited. Yeah, he's probably got king 3 suited, queen 5, queen 4, ace deuce.
So
I think
what,
there's a
fours,
lot of
enough.
that.
threes,
There's enough.
deuces. Yeah.
3s,
So I
4s, yeah, sure.
3s,
The
4s, full frequency.
results are in the MQO channel, Louis.
Let's go look at
TKO.
it.
And it's
M.
pure call with pocket fives. Jamming is losing.
Where
Allegedly.
does it have jams though? And where is it pulling them?
Yes, it's sevens
Is it
plus.
7s? Oh boy.
Ace 9-0. Ace 7, 8 suited. King 10 suited. King
Not
queen
here,
of-
right?
No,
MKO, one channel down.
One below. Okay, scroll down. Oh, did I post my picture here?
The things
Keep
you
Scroll
don't.
down, scroll down.
Louis, you can go in the threads. So
Yes, yes.
you didn't even have to scroll.
Good spots to run. I like your style. Look at that. Getting some compliments.
Oh my goodness, it is him. Look at this, the.
Oh, it's the god of
Oh,
MTT, this guy.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah, he
Fearless.
called me with
Never this
aces.
guy. Okay, so it's him.
Oh,
Calls
wait,
you
you
all
didn't
up
show,
on it.
you didn't show the strategy. You
No.
just looked at the opponent.
Got an MVP, then I don't need no strategy.
That's
You
the
gotta scroll it.
opener.
Yeah.
You should be fairly wide.
Yeah.
Hey, looky
Flatters,
there.
85%.
85? Okay.
But I think if people open wider, it's kind of like live poker. People open all those 8-7, 5-6, but they don't expand all the king X, you know?
So it's
at the
not three
criminal.
betting anything, by the way. It's calling range.
Look at, I caught the
This is a
criminal.
theme in
9
these
deuce.
sims.
Look at this. You see the criminal I caught?
Yeah, it's bottom
Yeah.
10%. You gotta fold.
Oh,
10
my
5 man.
is the
goodness.
line.
How is this not a jam? Jesus Christ.
Because you don't get called. You're like flipping too often when you get called, and you don't want to offer up your head.
Yeah.
They're gonna call you every time.
Fold equity.
But like,
No fold equity.
I would think maybe sixes is good enough. They still call it 10-8 off, and they have a flip. You know.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a big losing jam.
Yeah,
This
let
is
me see
kind of
what I get
interesting.
called by.
How is it like? Did you run all of the trees down or did you just run the specific tree down, Frank?
I run the sub tree.
Do you have
Subtree.
cutoff call range here as well? After we jam?
Okay, let me see. Um,
Because that could help inform. We see where his
Yeah.
floor is, and then we're gonna want to have like
hmm.
pair in between
I
a
think
lot.
I need to rerun my. I think I need to rerun the big blind jamming sub tree so we can see the cutoff response.
Mhm.
Let's see how. Let's see.
We'll come back to it.
How long will it take?
If it's the subtree and you've already, you have the sim saved, it shouldn't take very long at all.
Yeah, should be quick, right?
If you have it saved.
Yeah, I have opened it right now and I'm running right now. Let's see if it's rapid enough. Oh, okay. It's weird. I don't think he's folding anything. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I missed it. What did he have on those fives?
Ace jack.
Yeah, there you
Ace jack, thank you.
Okay, the problem is under the gun is not supposed to fold anything. And
And he always has two overs, right?
yeah, like under the gun is folding literally only ace 6-0. So yeah, it's kind of bonked sim, you know. So we are folding some 6x.
Okay. So we start jamming at sevens because then he's calling ace-6 and he's calling like suited ace wheels and king 5 suited.
Under the
and
gun
blah.
is calling everything except ace 6-0.
Yeah, can you show his range again, Louis? Under the gun open. Last final thing, just to gain a little more understanding. So the first screenshot, yeah, okay. Suited eights, ace 5-0, suited ace wheels, and down to king 5. So sevens, you start getting called by king 5, king 6. I mean, you're called by everything, right? But then you start having only one overcard against enough of the range. Whereas like fives, you're fake flipping more.
Are you
And you-
calling to induce a jam from the 12?
And to keep the guy in the big blind in, right? We want to have access to him.
Okay.
Either one of them. I like this call.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I guess we're halfway. Should we wrap this up and continue on Monday?
Probably a good idea.
Alright. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to join our Discord. Have fun, play hard, have a good weekend, and see you guys on Monday.